It's Saturday and vlog 26. I just woke up from a nap. It is 6:14, I think, so I slept from 5:19 to 6:14. Wasn't refreshing, but maybe once I drink a little, I'll feel more refreshed just because I'm thirsty. So I wanted to read today and I wanted to read at 6, so obviously that didn't happen, so I might try again at 7. Because I do want to read, but when you just wake up, obviously that's not something you want to do, so I'm holding the camera with my hand right now. I will connect it to the tripod later. I do want to go back to uploading some old family videotape stuff, converting it. Well, I need to convert it, and then some I already have converted, and I just want to go back to uploading it onto YouTube, which is all unlisted. So like, don't ask for it unless it's something that I know you, like real life. Ooh, this SD card does not have, or is that battery? I can't tell. I charged my camera, so it better not be battery, but I'm gonna see what this little pop-up thing is right there. I'm sweaty and disgusting, but that's how it goes, right? So I saw that I have 2 more pumpkins growing on my pumpkin vine, so it's really nice. And I tried to get all my steps in, but I still have, let's see how many more. Y'all are gonna judge me that I only try to get 2,000 in a day, but I add a new goal every time I get all green, and I haven't got all green in a while, so I need like 600 more steps today, which I think it's about 100 to go across the house, so I'll try. I just have been lazy today. My dog's on 2 legs on the deck. Get down! Okay, she got down. Obviously she didn't hear me, but I'm about to get into reading, so we're doing kind of the same thing that we did last week, is just splitting the days reading this, because last night I just wasn't in a huge reading mood, so I didn't want to force myself to read, especially for something that I am enjoying and learning a lot from. So I'm going to read a chapter in here tonight, which will just be in this reading hour. It's a little past 7, as y'all saw on my phone, 7:10. And then I do have a video uploading of my birthday in 2009, and then winter 2010 of a snowstorm kind of thing that we had. Y'all can't see that, I won't focus, but that is what is uploading over there. Yeah, I can see my dogs from this window, and it's entertaining to watch them. Very destructive, yeah, we'll talk about that. Whoa. So with Delilah, she is obviously a puppy and likes to tear up things, so my dad said a pillow, but I don't know which pillow he's talking about, but yeah, she just like getting the pillows and throwing them all around the yard, so I think she needs an outdoor bed. We have blankets out there, but not like an actual bed, so, because she gets the pillow, drags it across the yard, and then lays on it, so, and that only is obviously half her body, so I think she might want a bed, so might pick one up when I go to Petco or wherever next. And then the little welcome mat that you like wipe your feet on before coming in. I went outside at 6:45 and it was not in front of the door. It was in the grass and in pieces. So yes, puppies do destroy stuff. Like, I knew that going in. This is why I did not personally want a puppy. I wanted a dog who was already a year or 2 old. But obviously I love Delilah. I'm really happy to have her, but still, that's why I wanted an older dog but my dad wanted a puppy, and I'm like, okay, have fun. But yes, so I'm going to get into reading now. And then I'm thinking, do we have like any plans for this week? I don't think any. We'll go to Buc-ee's in this vlog. Don't know how much I'll vlog in there because it's just very hectic in there. Because 1, in my town, if something is new, everybody has to go right away. So people are going to Buc-ee's. And then 2, this is our peak tourist season here, people going to the beach, so obviously people are going to be stopping at a travel center, but they have the best barbecue I've ever had, so I've been wanting that barbecue sandwich for over a month now, but I will be going again on Thursday. And then it looks like the first of the month is going to be on a Friday again, so my Barnes & Noble trip will not be vlogged for July, but I will be going there in July. Why was my iPad lighting up? I must have a YouTube notification, so shout out to you if you caused that. But I am going to get into reading now. I don't know what page I'm starting on. Again, y'all aren't on the tripod, so I only have one hand. I'm starting on chapter 11, page 125. I definitely need to write down what page I'm starting on, so I'll see y'all after I read. I read 5% in that sitting to page 140, which is exactly where I wanted to get to today, so we'll read one chapter again tomorrow and then be done with it for the weekend, and I have to sneeze. So oh my gosh, I just do get bored with the set times, so I don't know if that's just a me thing or a book thing, so I don't know yet, but it is sitting at a 4-star. It's not a 5-star, but I am enjoying my time reading it, and for nonfiction, that's all you can really count on, especially when it's a subject that you're not completely well versed in, which obviously I know the basics about Katarina, but not everything. Like certain topics I know a lot on, so I will have a better understanding and be like, this is a good work for this subject. When this is a subject that I don't know a ton about, sorry, I'm watching my dogs, but this is a subject I don't know a ton about, so I can't say if it's well researched or not, but it seems like it. But you'll have to check other reviews for that, as this is my first nonfiction on a source too, so that's cool. But I'm gonna make myself some popcorn because I've been wanting it since I finished a bag the other day, and I've just been wanting it ever since. More of it. So I'll read again at 9, but we'll read the Amanda Gorman book. It's Hollis. I can't remember the name, but it's a poetry collection. And last night there were several that I took pictures of since I'm not annotating. One day I would like to annotate this, but I never. Like, with mood reading, I never annotate unless, like, with my Outlander. If it's a long series that I'm reading, I do, because I feel like with series you need to have notes and all of that. But just for one poetry collection, I don't know if I'm gonna, like, and especially my first one, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not going in. So I didn't want to, you know, start writing on a book and then hate it. So, which I don't hate it, I am actually enjoying it. I'm not gonna give a star rating though, because as I said, it is my first poetry collection that I've ever read. So I don't want to give it a rating since I don't really know, I don't have anything to compare it to. But I would like to read more poetry as time goes on. I mentioned it in the last vlog. And I did realize that this vlog will be going up July 1st. So my birthday month. Cool, but we will talk about that more no, we'll talk about it right now while I'm thinking about it. So July is my birthday month. If you guys would like to get me a gift to be featured in a video, or have your name featured, get a shout out in a video, you know, you can check out the Amazon wishlist down below in the description of this video. Or you can send cash on PayPal, because that's cool too, a donation to the channel, which that only is, the majority of stuff goes to books, and obviously the purpose of this channel is books, but also, y'all know I show y'all like everything I order, so you will definitely see. Yeah, we might get some Bath & Body Works and Lush this week. I have placed my orders for my July packages. They didn't have any like 4th of July stuff at Lush, but it's not an American company, so I get that. They did have some at Bath & Body Works, so for those vibes, there's an apple candle, and I'm so excited because apple's my favorite scent. But, oh, I like cherries too, but I think apple's my all-time favorite. Then I do need to place my Amazon order. I don't know when I'm going to place it, but I will place it in this vlog, so, but that probably won't be open until the next vlog. Yeah, there's a book I saw that I'm really excited about. I don't know anybody who's read this author, but he has some books on some historical figures that I've never really seen books written about. They're historical fiction. That's not, okay, another thing to talk about while I'm reading. Oh, she's looking right in the window. Hi, Delilah. Hi, even though you can't hear me. She had her head on the windowsill. But, yeah, so for historical fiction, whether it be a period drama on TV or movie screen, or it's a historical fiction novel, I read it purely for entertainment. Because I know Alison Weir and Philippa Gregory, mainly Philippa Gregory, get a lot of hate for adding in things that aren't perfectly historical. This is for entertainment. I'm not reading it for 100% accuracy. If I want 100% accuracy, I will go to nonfiction, and that is what I'm doing here with Katerina. I read both nonfiction and historical fiction. So historical fiction is fiction, entertainment. It's not for 100% historical accuracy. I see this talked about a lot where people will hate on something, especially for like the White Princess, the Spanish Princess, those shows. People will hate on it, be like, they made Elizabeth Woodville a witch. It's for entertainment. It is not supposed to be accurate. So I didn't want to talk about that because that is something that I see discussed a lot. But obviously everybody is subject to their own opinion. It is art. You're supposed to interpret it in your own way. So this is how I interpret it. But I am going to go have my popcorn now. It is time for the 9 o'clock reading hour, but I was thinking earlier that I had not giving y'all an update on the like dog training process. So I've been using the spray bottle for jumping and nipping, biting. It's not like, I don't say biting because it's not like hard biting down, you know, hurting you. Like there's no blood, there's no scars, anything like that, but like playful biting. But still, obviously a dog with a powerful jaw, that can be scary because it's like, what if they don't realize how hard they're doing it or anything like that? Like she's never done anything to draw blood or leave scars or anything like that, but you never know what it can progress to. So I had tried different methods like ignoring her, or giving her time out, basically, where if she bites me, I leave, go into the sunroom and leave her on the porch. None of that worked, really. I mean, this may have all worked, or this all could just be a placebo effect, and as she's gotten older, it just is going away. I don't know. But the spray bottle has definitely worked. So basically, you just get a cleaning spray bottle. I got it on the cleaning now in Target, and fill it up with water. And if your dog does something that is bad, so I mean you can use it for any kind of training, so you can say maybe if she's chewing on something or digging where she's not supposed to, that's personally not an issue with Delilah. But so if she jumps on me, I spray her in the face, and it's just water, so I mean it's not going to hurt or anything like that. And she instantly backs up and is like, whoa, what just happened? And she doesn't jump on me anymore. So obviously it's only been a few days. It's only been since Wednesday, and it's, what day is it, Saturday? So obviously I don't know if this will withstand, if this will continue to work, but so far it has really helped. She hasn't been biting, she hasn't been jumping on me, and I'm able to go out there and do my exercise without having to worry about a dog jumping up on me, or I can sit down in the grass and not have to worry about getting jumped on or knocked down. It has very much worked, and it started working in the first day. Another thing is Catahoulas are very intelligent dogs, so they're like, they take on to things easier or faster. And my thing is, I got her when she was already over 5 months old, and I looked at on Reddit, the Puppy 101 Reddit, people were already training their dogs to sit at like 9 weeks old. So obviously I did not have her first 22 weeks. I didn't have to train her. But reading the Puppy 101 Reddit, I'm just so thankful because a lot of people have way worse issues than me. I'm lucky my dog was already familiar being in a crate after living in an overcrowded shelter. She was familiar with being in a kennel, and then obviously being in a shelter with other dogs. She has been in the play yard with other dogs and other animals, because obviously there are cats, ferrets, horses, and all at our animal shelter. So she's been around other animals her whole life. So she does well with my other pets. As I said, crate trained, and yeah, just a lot of people have issues with shy dogs, aggressive dogs. I'm so lucky that I don't have anything like that. My only thing was her jumping and nipping. She might still go to training classes to learn the commands, but I'm not 100% decided on that because she does have to get spayed first. So I still have like 2 weeks until she's spayed, and then obviously the recovery process after that. So she might still do that, but it's not a 100% thing right now. As I told y'all, she has done so much better with the bad behaviors that she was having. So it's just like, if she continues to improve, then she won't need to go there. But we might still, it's only as an option. She's still young, so it's good to have that option there. And I'm lucky that there are places around me who offer great services, and I know people who have been to these places and have good experiences, so I don't have to like worry or anything. But oh my gosh, I left my book across the room. But I'm gonna get to reading now. Start on page 100. I want to get to page 150 tonight, so I'm going to read 25 pages right now and then probably get my bath and then read the next 25 after my bath. I got to page 153, so I'm going to log that into Goodreads. One thing I do really like about this is she's comparing a lot of current events, pandemic, racism, I was gonna say racial injustice, but that, war, that kind of thing, comparing it to these incidences that happened in the past. I'm sorry for that one piece of hair, it's annoying, but like taking the Spanish influenza, comparing it to COVID, and comparing a pandemic to war, with the First World War. And then I didn't know anything about the Chicago race riots in 1919, so that's definitely something I'm gonna have to look into. It was comparing people comparing their life in Chicago to after they had gone there after leaving the American South. And when I was first hearing it, I was like, maybe this is about immigrants from other countries coming to America. But no, the note at the end was like, this is from 1919. They changed the words, like Chicago for a different, like, city name, a fictional city name and all. And I just thought that was so interesting. And how we can compare that to today, to immigrants coming into America, and then we can compare it to the race issues that we have today. So let me see what percent I got to. That's what I meant to be doing, but y'all know Goodreads takes forever and I get distracted. So page 153. So I'm at 67%. I will be reading Voyager tonight. Probably start that in about 30 minutes. On here it says I'm at 17%. On the Goodreads app it says I'm at 20%, and I go by the Goodreads app, so I want to get to 25% tonight. I really like kind of the part that I'm at. This was, okay, the first part of season 3 is really just showing how Claire and Jamie's lives, what they were doing when they weren't together, and I really enjoyed just seeing them as separate people instead of a couple. And then the second half is completely different. So I am enjoying the part that I'm at in the book, and I really liked this one character, just kind of the bantering between the two. I liked her on the show as well, but the bantering is entertaining. I'm not saying I ship it, but I just find their scenes together entertaining. But she is dead, so there will be no more scenes, but they're still, yeah. I'm talking about third book in a series, I can't say much. But yeah, so that's all you will see of me today. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Whoa. It started recording without me realizing it because I was adjusting the tripod, but it is Sunday, I am home, so I did read like 50 something pages last night. I think it was something like that. It might have been 40 something. I don't know, but I did get to where I wanted to get to in Voyager, so I will start reading today again at 6, which is kind of an awkward time. The race today is at 5. It is in Nashville. I've never watched a Nashville race before, so who knows how I will enjoy it. I already chose who I have winning. I'm gonna have Cal Busch win today, so we'll see if that happens or not. But that's who I have winning. And yeah, so the race is starting way later than usual. It is on NBC now rather than Fox. I personally prefer the Fox broadcast, but it's not on there. So also I have like a pimple in my eyebrow right there. It's such an awkward spot and it's really painful. Yeah, it hurts if I touch it. So don't recommend getting pimples in your eyebrows. I've never had one there before. I didn't know if it was a mosquito bite at first or if it was a pimple, but I looked in the mirror this morning, it looks like a pimple. So it's just like very weird. I've never had one in my eyebrow. So I do need to put my annotations in Voyager because I am reading the ebook, but I do own physical copies. There's mass market paperback versions and they were a gift. So I personally don't like reading mass market paperback, but I usually will just, if it's one that I won't have annotations of physically, they're the cheapest option. I did used to read mass market paperback, literally the first books in the Song of Ice and Fire series. I think like the first 2 or 3 I read mass market paperback, and those books are like 900 pages, so it's amazing that I was able to do that. But I'm going to change and then eat some lunch, and yeah, and as I said, it's like 3 something right now. Yeah, 3:11. So I did read in the Katerina book. She was very badass in that chapter, I should say. Just seeing women being powerful, and especially in the 1500s when it was not as common as it is today. I mean, still, I don't think it's extremely common today. Thinking of countries who have had like female presidents, prime ministers, whatever, but so I read 14 pages, I think it was, in there, and then the rest of the day I've been chilling. I've been outside a lot. I did go to the grocery store today, but I have just been like outside a lot with my dogs, and I am covered in mosquito bites. It's only my left side gets a bit worse than my right side. I don't know why that is. Is there a science there? Because they're both in short, so it's not like it's like a different length or anything. So I don't know. That's kind of strange, but yeah, this has been the worst mosquito weekend all year. So, but this year I have been outside a lot more than the previous 2 years, so that may play into it. I don't know, but it's supposed to rain almost every day this week, which rain is my favorite kind of weather. But at the same time, if I'm not out in the sun for like at least an hour a day, I get really, I don't want to say depressed, but I mean, that's like what it is that I don't want to do anything. I'm not motivated, and I just feel drained if I'm not outside. So yeah, it seems like Monday and Thursday are going to be the only non-rainy days, which Monday I don't go to the pool on Mondays anyway because it's my filming day, so that sucks. And then Thursday's actually good because we are going to be going to Buckee's on Thursday, so I am going to be driving across town like 13 miles away. I don't know, but that's good that it's going to be no rain that day, but the rest of the week is all thunderstorms, which I do like thunderstorms, but I just explained why I'm kind of disappointed. So I'm going to get into this now. I am starting on page 153. I want to read 50 pages again, so that's going to be what I try to do. Monday, and here was the look. Very like 2000s Mean Girl-ish. I don't know if I want to keep this skirt. I don't know how I feel about where it sits on the waist. I don't know, the zippers usually go on the side in these kind of skirts, so I feel like it looks right being in the middle, but I don't know if maybe I did it wrong. But yeah, that's from Cider. Then my top is Brandy Melville. I got these both. No, the skirt I think I got this year, and then this I got last year, but Brandy pretty much keeps the same things. I straightened my hair, but as y'all know, I live in like the most humid part of the country, so it might look kind of crazy now. I didn't do any lipstick, but the rest, there's my makeup. Let's see. yeah, not great lighting in this room, but and then I wore my heels that are by Vivella, something like that. I don't know, it's not an American brand. But I'm going to change because I'm about to eat and, you know, don't want to get food all over my nice clothes. So yeah, I filmed a video today, my wrap up for the month, and then I do want to film an ASMR video later today. I just don't know when that will be, but it's not one that shows my face, so it's fine that I'm changing into my pajamas and all of that. But yeah, I'm gonna put on my LA Rams shirt that I got when they moved to LA. I got it that summer at the Nike store at the Grove, so, you know, shout out to them. And then back into the shorts that I got at a boutique, a racing boutique, and I don't remember the name, which is really bad, but it's in Florida. But I buy a lot of racing gear from there, and it's really nice. But I probably wouldn't wear those to a race, but because they're very short, because I grew a lot. Working out does that to you, right? So we are going to read later today. There's with the natural lighting, but I am going to read later, but I haven't read yet, but I do want to. We will read the Katerina book, and there's a lot in there that I need to read today. So hopefully I get it all done, but if I don't get to the amount that I want to, then I will just read it in the 9 o'clock hour as well and push the poetry book back a day, which is fine because it's a mood read. But I'm not going to finish the TBR for the month, so those books I don't finish, which is only like one, it's gonna get pushed back to the August TBR. But as I said, I'm gonna change and eat some lunch. Yeah, I didn't have lunch today because when I had, my dad ate it and I didn't have anything to eat for lunch. So so I'm eating my lunch like 2 hours later than usual, but it's okay. So we're practicing with the leash. She's been on the leash before, obviously, but she kind of wants to walk herself. I just got in from walking Delilah, so this was my first time walking her on a leash, actually. So as I said in the iPhone clip, it's so easier to film on the phone with her because she wants to chew on my tripod, because it is like a, is that rubber maybe? I don't, like, it feels like a tire, like that kind of material, and she just wants to grab that, which is fine, because I do have multiple, so it's not that big of a deal, but still. But and then just having my phone on me is easier than carrying a whole foot-long tripod. It's a foot with the camera on it. But so that was my first time walking her on a leash. So just to get her adjusted to walking on a leash, because, and I can get my steps in while I did that. So I got all my steps in, and that's nice. I didn't have to like walk in the house any to get, well, obviously that counted when I walk around the house, but not walking around the house for the purpose of getting my steps in. I was able to be outside because, as I told y'all, I love to be outside, and I don't know how often I'm going to get to do that this week since we have thunderstorms scheduled all week. But I would like to eventually, you know, like take her on walks around the neighborhood and all of that, but again, it's very hot here, and I don't have boots for her to walk on asphalt, and especially with a growing dog, I don't think it'd be wise to buy any like right now. But when it's like 90 degrees here, like, you know, just temperature, I bet the asphalt's like 10 degrees hotter. I don't actually know what the math is on that, on what the difference is between air and ground. But eventually, yeah, one day, like in fall time when it's cool, I think it would be nice to go on walks. And then obviously when we travel, which I don't have travel plans until August, she'll be on a leash and be walking at rest areas along the interstate, so you want to make sure that she can walk on a leash. And she really wanted to walk herself, was holding the leash in her mouth, which is kind of cute. But what is that hair doing? I do not know. But I am going to be starting on page 154 in here. Will I get all 6 chapters read in this sitting? I don't think so. I mean, it is possible, but well, I don't know if it's possible because I haven't done it, but I think I'm going to probably have to read in the 9 o'clock hour as well. But I'm going to get into the reading now. I'm at 48%. I don't know if I said that. But I just put all my annotations in. I'm trying to get it where it's like straight, like right there, but you know, so flattering. But I put all my annotations into Voyager, really enjoying that book. That's probably my favorite out of the 3 that I'm reading at the moment. So there's my update. I will update y'all when I'm get somewhere with my reading. Hey guys, and happy Tuesday. Just realized I still have my hair pinned back. Always have to start by talking about my hair, right? So I just got in from letting the dogs out to, like, you know, they both went to the bathroom, that kind of thing, getting some exercise in, and then they'll go out for like an extended amount of time once it gets like, not sundown, because sundown is like at 8:30, but it is definitely a lot cooler here than it has been. As I told y'all, it's supposed to rain here every single day this week, and I knew if I got in the pool today I'd be freezing, so I didn't even bother because it's overcast. So the weather is really nice here. It's like my perfect temperature, like 80 something degrees. I am still sweating because obviously you sweat, but they will go out for a more extended period of time later in the evening, like we do every night, probably around like 5:30. That's when I take Delilah and we practice the leash and get steps in. Let's see where I am with the steps right now. I use the Steps app. That's literally what it's called. Oh yeah, I'm ahead of where I need to be. So I have about 400 more steps that I need to do today, which is obviously very doable. So to our reading now. I got halfway through with the last chapter I needed to get done last night, so I did not get to where I wanted to get to. I was about 11 pages behind where I wanted to get to. So I only read 82 pages yesterday when I would have loved to have read so much more, because I want to read at least 100 pages in a day and I didn't do that. I'm gonna try to finish the book today, which we only have literally like 2 more chapters of, about 40 more pages of reading left. So I mean, I could finish it in this sitting possibly. No, I don't think I am, but it is doable. But I will be finishing this today. I hate reviewing these, so I'm really glad that I finished it before filming or after filming my TBR video or my wrap up video, because again, I hate reviewing nonfiction. I mean, this is like easier since it's about somebody who's already dead, but like reading a memoir and reviewing a memoir is so difficult. I read Pete Buttigieg's in January and it was a fantastic read. That man is so intelligent and that's who I would want to be president of the United States. I've voted for him in primaries in the past, but Biden won, but that's besides the point. But I was like, I'm reviewing a man's life. I can't do this. So I basically just say what I learned and good points that I got out of it. So that's personally what I do with nonfiction. If you have a certain way of reviewing nonfiction, let me know in the comments, because like with fiction you just do call power, really, characters, atmosphere, writing. Oh yeah, writing plays into nonfiction as well, but plot, intrigue, logic, enjoyment. So what do you do for reviewing nonfiction if you are a book reviewer or just a reader in general, of how you give that star rating on Goodreads? That's what I have to clean now, everybody. The dog gets to go play and I clean this. There is Bud eating his meal. I saw him, I feel like I saw him another day this week as well, but saw him up close today. Now he's enjoying his dinner. Ooh, I don't know, at this time of day I always, well, like yesterday I was filming an ASMR video in a room without the fan on. I had to turn the fan on in the middle of the video because I was like, it's hot. And then I just cleaned the cage, and as I said, I fed Bud, and I feel like really hot, and I don't like that feeling. Like, it gives me anxiety. But the reason I have anxiety is I am so scared when Delilah is by herself outside. Like, every time she's outside, like, we're home, so don't think it's like no one's home. But I'm so scared she'll jump the fence, because I have read stories that catahoulas are jumpers, because they're supposed to get hogs. I don't think a hog goes up a tree, but something with that. But it's how they're bred as hunting dogs. And it just gives me so much anxiety that she'll jump the fence. Like, I don't know. I don't know if she would actually be able to do that, but she was just barking at the fence for the first time. At least the first time I've heard or seen her. So I was like, is that her barking? Because she's a relatively quiet dog. Penny and Max, no, they're barking, barking, barking. She's very quiet. Sometimes she just goes days with only maybe barking once. So to hear like repetitive barking, I think she's barking at Bud because, as I said, she was at the fence. But I don't know. But yeah, I have anxiety that she'll jump the fence. I mean, if she does, it's like she has a tag on there with the contact information and all of that. But still, you never know what could happen. I get scared. I mean, it's a 6-foot fence, but still, I've read stories of Catahoulas climbing and jumping, and I'm like, no, please don't. But I have the epilogue of this to read, which is only, I don't know, less than 10 pages. It's short, but I'm going to read that now to finish the book. It's time to get into the mood to read. I need to close my blinds, but it's fine. Let's set y'all down right there. I'm freezing now that I'm out from under the blankets. When am I not burping? Literally the days that I drink more water, I burp more. I don't know what the logic is. I've never been able to find an answer for that. But, oh yeah, we did finish the Katerina Sforza book, and you can go like my post on Bookstagram. That would be great. Again, I didn't really write a review for it, but we've gone on and on about that. Another book that won't get a review is this one. So we will be starting on page 200 exactly. What a nice page to start on. And I want to read to on like 250. There is a page 250. I'm not sure how many pages are in this. So, and we will be picking this up tonight as well, but we will talk about that later. But my video for the week just went live, my wrap up. So if you guys haven't watched that yet, you are late and need to go watch it. Sorry, I'm pinning my hair, but I'm going to get into reading my poetry now, and we'll update y'all after that, and then we'll talk about Voyager as well when I come back. I ended up finishing this in 10 minutes from my last clip because there were only 28 pages left, and again, it's poetry, so you can read that quite quick. But I did really enjoy this. There are a lot of really good points, as I've talked about in the past 2 vlogs. If you're somebody who reads to like get away from the real world, maybe not, but I do read for entertainment, but I also read to educate myself. That's my goal in life. I talk about it all the time. My goal is to learn everything there is to learn. So hopefully while being entertained, I am also being educated at the same time, and this did that. So I did really like this and definitely will pick up. I think this is her first published collection, maybe. But I definitely will. I know she's done a children's book, but I definitely will check out more poetry from her and more poetry in general, as this was my first poetry book. So at 10:30, I will get into, or maybe 10, since I did finish that early, I will get into Voyager. I'm on chapter 26, which is kind of the name isn't a proper name, but for the chapter. So I'm on page 354. Am I a quarter or am I at 30%? I don't remember if I'm at 25% or 30%, but I am making my way through this. It's been enjoyable. I've really enjoyed my time reading it. I think I'm preferring the book version of this compared to the show. And the other 2 books, I don't remember if I preferred the show or the book, but with this one, I'm definitely preferring the book to the show. I don't know why that is. There's not a lot of huge differences or anything, but I am annotating as we go. So this is stuff that I annotate on my own, stuff that I like or theories that I have, and the top are just the popular highlighted quotes on not Goodreads, on Kindle. And then we will be starting the last book that I think I'm going to be able to accomplish for my June TBR, and that is Batman Volume 3 in the DC Universe Rebirth. I am Bane, so we will be starting that tomorrow. So for mood reading, I don't know. Should I just go ahead and get into my July TBR, since that is going to be, July is just going to be mood reading for me, so I don't know if I should just go ahead and start that early, because we will be a month out from my birthday tomorrow, so I don't know. Or I don't know if maybe I wait and just read these 2 until July. Just read the 2 of those, which will realistically be one day of Batman and the rest be Outlander. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. We'll just see what the vibes are tomorrow, and I will go with that. But why was I about to close out the vlog? I need to see if any books released today. Today's the 28th. I don't think any did, but I could be wrong. Oh, one book released today, The Angel of Rome. I'm gonna assume it's about Lucrezia Borgia. I have mixed thoughts about the Borgias now. Knowing that Cesare, obviously Cesare, is that how you even say his name, but obviously everyone knew that was a messed up guy, but how he tortured Caterina Sforza, who's like somebody who I'm really intrigued by. Yeah, leaves a bad taste in my mouth, obviously, but the Borgias are fascinating. They all, like the Italian Renaissance, love it, love learning about it. So The Angel of Rome, I'm gonna have to see what that's about, and we might buy it. Look how much my eyebrows grew in a month. All of that right there. They grew that much from the first Monday of the month. Crazy. I feel like they just grew really fast. They'll be plucked on Monday though, don't worry. But yeah, I'm just rambling now, so I'm gonna chill for the next 10 minutes and then get my bath. So I think I will start a mood read tomorrow, being in bed with the Tudors, The Sex Lives of a Dynasty from Elizabeth of York to Elizabeth I by Emily License, I guess is how you pronounce that, because it is only 244 pages. It's non-fiction, and this is an era that I'm really focusing in on at the moment, so I figured this was the shortest Tudor book or medieval English book on that shelf, so I'm going to be starting this one tomorrow as my mood. No. None. Oh, I have like barely any storage left, but hey guys, it is Wednesday, so I read 38 pages in here last night, so I am at 35% now. Hold on. We are back. So literally I read like a chapter and a quarter of a chapter because the one chapter was so long that it was literally 4% of the book. So there's nothing wrong with this so far. This is probably going to be a 5-star, but like this is I expect it to be a 5-star. You know, 5 stars that you don't expect, they just hit different than, I'm like, it's an Outlander book, I'm gonna give it a 5-star. It's a Song of Ice and Fire book, I'm gonna give it a 5-star. Like, there's just some that you know going in it's going to be a 5-star, and that's what this is. So we are going to be starting a new book today. I am going to be going to Target today, but I would usually be getting ready to go right now, but I am having to go later today, so it's going to be more around like 5:30 when I'm going to Target, so I don't know how much of a different ball game that's going to be. I don't think it'll be too different since like schools are on summer break and all, so it's not like kids are getting right out of school and going to Target, but still I'm going at a later time, and as somebody who has a very strict routine, maybe a little OCD, it is not that fun going off a routine. We also had an earthquake. At first I saw things saying it was a 4.3. People are saying this is the strongest one we've had, which if it was a 4.3, then yes, it would be the strongest we've ever had, but the Department of Emergency or whatever, or natural emergencies, I don't know, but they said it was only a 3.3. I did not feel it, did not hear it. I was sitting right over there, watching The Spanish Princess. I'm glad that we didn't feel it because as you can see, I have 2 shelves right up there. And I'm like, when the big earthquake happens, like the big one, you know, those are gonna fall on my head and give me a concussion. It's not gonna be fun. They're nailed into the wall, but still, like, I don't trust it. And then none of my bookshelves are nailed into the wall, so it's a guarantee my bookshelves are going to fall down because this fault line has produced large earthquakes before. There was one about 125 years ago, maybe 135, I'm not exactly remembering, but let's say 130 years ago, there was one that killed 100 people, which I know, like, that may not be that much. I mean, that's a lot, but you know, in the times we live in, we had days of COVID where like thousands of people were dying every day. So like 100 doesn't seem that bad. But this, like, it cut off the telegram, I think it would be telegram at that time, telegram lines. So the city of Charleston, which is our major city, could not be reached by any other city. And people in the northern part of the United States actually thought the Florida Peninsula had fallen off the continent, which, I mean, they probably wish. but Florida's not falling that easily. I don't know if Florida's own any fall lines. I don't think they are, but yeah, we're on several. Luckily, the one closest to my house is, I'm gonna say 20 miles away. Could be wrong on that, but it's in the lower part of my county. It takes a dip like that. But obviously, on the East Coast, earthquakes are felt at a further distance than the West Coast, just because the geography is different. They are more mountainous and all on that side of the country, when on this side of the country it's more flat, and the ground's just made differently. But that's besides the point. So we are starting a book today. We are starting Batman, the DC Universe Rebirth, I Am Bane by Tom King, David Finch, Danny Mixie, and Jordi Belair. So this is the vengeance of Bane. He is not a joke, I've read that to you all before. He is Bane. The Batman invaded his home, scarred his mind, and broke his back. Now Bane has returned to Gotham City for a single purpose: break the Batman once and for all. But first he'll destroy everyone the Dark Knight has loved or loathed. So, I will probably finish this today. Definitely not in one sitting, because I would probably get really bored reading this in one sitting, and I don't want to hamper my time reading my 2 other books. So, we're going to attempt to read this. Let's talk about what I read first, and then we'll talk about my time at Target. So, I read the first 4 volumes in the Batman book. And the Batman comics just really deal with a lot of topics and ideas that I think are interesting that you don't really see in other comics. In this one we have both Batman and Bane, who they both went through traumatic instances as kids with their parents being murdered, and how traumatic events can shape us in different ways. How some will go be like, oh, I have to be a better me, I have to be better than my past and all that, and try to improve their life situation, where there are others who kind of get stuck, or they can get into a life of crime, drugs, that kind of thing, which I talk about this a lot. Well, I don't know if I talk about it on the vlog a lot, but how I think the root of the issue in America is poverty, and parenting. Do we say capitalism? No, but about people or parents not treating their kids as they should, and that leading to kids looking for places to let out, that to find their people. So I mean, that often leads to like gangs and that kind of thing, and obviously that's why we need spaces and communities where kids can go and have good role models and all of that. This is a very basic way of saying it, because this video is not supposed to be a PSA, so I'm not getting into the nitty-gritty of it, but that's what we're seeing in Batman. So the things I got at Target, I got these to clean. I did see on the scanning thing, it said Hannah nail brush. I'm not going to be using it for that. I thought these were for cleaning. They're in the cleaning aisle, and they are Scotch Brite hand and nail brush, so they're like $2. I got 2 because I didn't realize how small they were. But to clean, let me clean up my SD card. I had to clean up the SD card. So then they had some 4th of July stuff, so it was all like long sleeves, which I find kind of odd since 4th of July. July and August are our hottest months here, and I feel like from Wikipedia, what I've read of climates, I know it looks like I'm naked, but off the shoulder top. July is usually the hottest month for people, so I don't know why. They had long sleeves, but I'm like, that's really nice, really good quality, so I picked it up. So just this USA sweater, and then there was another sweatshirt that I liked, but they didn't have my size, so I might size up or size down. But this is by Grayson Threads. Hello Gorgeous. So this was $29.99. So that is a little pricey for Target, but this is really, really nice quality. And I mean, even for summer, you can wear this to like a bonfire, or maybe wear it over your bathing suit, like, because the beach does get chilly. Not a huge beach person, but you can definitely wear that. So then the back to school stuff is coming in. So I did get some index cards because I use these for my TBR jars. I list all my books on them. so I had to pick up some of those. And then I got this really nice notebook for my writing. I write in these composition books and then type it up. I just prefer to write it physically first, and if the world comes to and then, or like, you know, an apocalypse and we don't have power, I can still write because I have notebooks, and I will have all my previous work as well, unless I get like nuked or something, but that won't matter then. But yes, I talked about in my ASMR video, it's back to school. I love back to school time, even though I'm not going to school anymore because I am an adult. But I use notebooks, I use note cards, I use pens and pencils, tabs, post-it notes. I love all that stuff, so I still pick up stuff. And just as I said, as a writer, I always write physically first, so it's so nice to get these notebooks, and they are usually pretty cheap. It doesn't have the price on the back, but obviously a notebook's not going to be that expensive. And then there is the back. Then I got this like beach chair for only $15, which is literally over half of what the sweater cost. I'm gonna put this in my pool. Don't know how big of a fan Delilah's gonna be of that because she has been loving jumping. Sorry, I got caught in the chair, my pants did. But Delilah's love jumping in the pool and literally diving in. She is a water dog, so I mean it makes sense and it's a-okay. But because Max was the same way. Max wasn't a water dog, but he loved water. Dachshunds aren't water dogs, but he really enjoyed water. So Penny not so much. Penny does not like water at all. I've put her in the pool before and she knows how to swim, but she's like, get me out of here. I don't want to be here. So I do have a pizza coming. It says 42 to 52 minutes from Papa John's. I'm not really hungry right now, but we were planning all day to get a pizza. But we are getting it earlier than we planned, so I had already ate a big lunch of pasta, so I'm like I'm eating carbs all day today. But yeah, I'm just gonna go put all this stuff where it needs to go. What time is it right now? 6:02, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna get to reading and probably finishing I Am Bane. These are like such nice ASMR. I don't clean on Wednesday really. I pick up the clutter in my room, like I need to throw that away. But I might be using these tomorrow because I really want to get my bathtub cleaned. It's not extremely dirty right now, but it's the thing that I don't clean the most. Like I clean my sink and my toilet because I like use those every day. The bathtub I do use most days, but it doesn't really get that dirty. Ooh, that's a weird feeling. But yeah, so as I said, I'm gonna go put all this stuff away and then get to reading. It's almost 9 o'clock. So that means it is time to start in bed with the tutor. Puppies time! Are those birdhouses? No, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, just a basket. I haven't vlogged like at all today except at Buc-ee's. I haven't read today, it's the last day of the month, so I was really just getting all my stuff together, like my wrap up, seeing how many pages there are this month, and we are at an end of a quarter, so that added even extra stuff, so I didn't read today out of choice. Don't know if I'm gonna read tomorrow either, because Stranger Things comes out tomorrow, and I do have plans of staying up till 3 a.m. to watch that. I'm not gonna watch the whole season or the whole volume. I'm just probably gonna watch like half of it. I don't know if it's gonna be half by episodes, or I don't even know how many episodes are coming out. Oh my gosh, I don't know, but because I know the last episode's like feature length, like 2 hours long, but I need to get my dogs inside. But yeah, hold on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!